Hello, this is wmpyr. For today's lesson, I want to talk about the low side kick. And by low, let me demonstrate on Stickman right here. This is his right leg, and over here, this is his left leg. But for right now, I'm going to just be kicking the center, this green part, because that has the cushion right there. Okay, so right there, imagine this is his leg, and the side kick, boom. I'm using my heel right on his knee. Okay, his knee area or lower. That's what I'm kicking. Okay, so that's the low line side kick. There's two different ways that I do it. Number one is I'm kicking right here using the heel, and it's really just to do damage on the surface area. So it's not like I'm trying to break a joint. I'm not going deep enough to do something like that. It's really just bam, right there, and I'm maintaining my distance as fast as I can. I want to keep that distance, so I just bam, and I get out of there as fast as I can, all right? So that's the idea. The damage is to the surface. If I could tear a little bit of skin or just cause some bruising, that's the goal right there. It's basically equivalent to a jab. Okay, so it's not a powerful move, but it's designed to, over time, add up and cause some damage. Okay, so that's number one. The second way to do it is now I'm using more the front area of the foot rather than the heel, and I'm using the front area to push. See, you see that action right there? I want that. So really, I'm just placing my foot there, and then using this action right here, using this action to cause that, and when I do that, I buckle their balance, all right? And the reason why I have those two is because I mix it up. I mix it up, and it makes it very hard for this person to tell which kick I'm doing. In fact, they might think it's the same move. So that would be even better. So in their mind, they're thinking, wow, not only does it sting, it also makes me lose my balance. So it's like some super kick, right? That's awesome. That's what I want, to beat them, not just physically, but also psychologically as well, right? So that's the idea. I change between both types of kicks. Either way, the idea is, boom, is to create that distance and be as far away as possible from the opponent. Okay, so anyway, the reason why I'm bringing up this kick is that this is where I learned it from was when I was studying Bruce Lee. I was studying JKD, Jeet Kune, the Tao of Jeet Kune, and anything and everything that I could find Bruce Lee, I read upon it, I watched it, whatever. And from my own study, not going to a Bruce Lee school or a Jeet Kune school or anything like that. It's just my own interpretation. That was one of the first main weapons that I learned about, was this side kick, boom, right to their knee. The other one was he mixed it up, from what I can tell, also with the eye jab right here. So boom, it's just fingers to the eye, and then also a roundhouse, boom, to the nuts, and then lead hand punch, right? So that's the eye jab, lead hand punch, roundhouse to the nuts, and then boom, the side kick to the knee. So 4 moves, you mix that up, and you're fighting your opponent. That's a lot. That's a lot to mix it up with. You're going high, low, that's a lot for them to deal with. So just that alone, you could have a decent strategy. So instead of just having one move, just learning that technique, the side kick, that by itself to me, is not enough. So, but once you mix it in with all this, then to me it starts to formulate a strategy. And why am I talking about Jeet Kune? Well, I'm talking about Jeet Kune because this takes place in long range, right? A lot of Muay Thai fighters, the kickboxers and boxers, they might start in long range, but a lot of the damage is done in medium range. Yes, they have some close range moves, but a lot of it is in medium range. Bam! From right here, the Thai kicks and whatnot. That's all done in medium range. So they're going in and out of medium range. So it's more based upon medium range fighting, right? And it's not based upon from long range fighting. So when I watch like the Ultimate Fighting Championship and stuff, not a lot of dudes know how to fight in long range effectively until recently. So this is long range fighting. That to me is, if you're from Filipino martial arts, if you're gonna learn one of the distances, I recommend long range. Anyone that's starting out, you know, man, woman, or child, old, young, whatever, I recommend get down long range first. Yes, there's other ranges. They're much harder to do, much harder to learn. I say, if you had to get one down, do long range. So I think this is great. That's why I'm talking about this Jeet Kune move, because it takes place in long range. And like I said, when I watch the UFC, a lot of people don't know how to fight in long range until recently. And the prime example I could give you is John Jones. Watch his fights. And then, like, the best example of John Jones I could give you is when he's fighting Daniel Cormier, who is a great competitor. And if you watch them, they're pretty equal, except for the fact that John Jones knows how to fight in long range very well. Daniel Cormier, I don't really see anything in long range. So, you know, the rest of the ranges, where it's medium, close, and ground, medium, close, and ground, they're equal. But then John Jones has long range. So I feel like that's why he's won every time they fought, because of that one range alone, okay? So when everything else is equal, you have an extra range, obviously, right? And then the other one is the match that just happened, okay? Robert Whittaker versus Romero 2, which was last Saturday. If you haven't seen that match, a lot of people are just blown away by that match. You know, I thought it was amazing. And in it, you see Robert Whittaker use, bam, that sidekick. So check it out. He uses it in long range. And then, you know, as I was watching that bout, I mean, it was like watching a story unfold. It was incredible. It was exciting. But on top of that, I was like, this is like watching Bruce Lee fight. Oh my gosh, this is Bruce Lee's strategy. I don't know why I haven't seen anyone say it on YouTube. Everyone's saying that it was a great fight and it was amazing and blah, 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 and they could watch it over and over and whatever, but I haven't seen anyone come out and say that. And so for me, it's like very, very obvious. That is Bruce Lee's strategy. If you were wondering what would it have been like for Bruce Lee to fight in the UFC, forget about how would he have done. Honestly, we don't know. We don't know until we can make a clone or something. We're not going to know. But how? What kind of strategy would he have implemented? What's his fighting style? I think that fight really showcases that. In that fight, it was striker versus grappler, speed versus power, and the technique itself of using this sidekick right here and the punching. I mean, I don't know what more you can ask for. To me, that was like, I felt like that's the Bruce Lee method right there. You're watching it in the Ultimate Fighting Championship, and it's effective. It's like, wow. So anyway, that's it for now. Thank you for watching, and take care, folks.